This is Eli with Battle Arms Development, here to show you how to install and use our quick release rear takedown pin. So this will be a little packaging. You've got the pin, spring, and a detent, everything you need to install it into a new lower or drop it into your existing platform. We've got a nice little double-sided system here, our grooves for dexterity and also to see which position it's in. You've got a groove here and our second detent groove on the back side. And what that allows us to do is we'll have a reloading position, and we'll also have a detent groove for our cleaning and disassembly position. So I'll show you how to drop one of these in. Here at the end we'll show you the basic how it works and ensure that yours is installed and functioning properly. So we'll start out with a new install, standard lower here. Right after that we'll move into the standard assembled rifle, show you how to pull one of these apart and change out the rear takedown pin. It's our standard forged lower, works with any standard lower. All of ours come pre-drilled with a little set screw here in the back for detent retention. Go ahead and remove your set screw here. Slide the pin in just like normal. Drop in the detent and drop in your spring. Now ensure that the detent is down in it, so you'll hold down on the spring here, rotate the pin, and you'll feel the detent slide down into the groove. So also be aware that when you're doing this, you'll need to take the length of the set screw off the spring. As you're no longer riding on the plate, you're riding on the back of the set screw. This spring has already been cut, so it's all ready to go. Install the set screw just like normal. Screw it down until it's nice and flush. And now you have your rear pin. You've got the flush face on one side. Spin it 180. You got the two grooves there. For use-wise, it's just as the directions here on the package say. This is our retaining pin, so you can slide it out. We've got a little nipple here on the inside that retains the upper. Slide it back in. So that's what we're going to do for a reload. Should we need to clean the weapon, we'll spin it 180 degrees. If I can remember which way to turn it. Spin it 180, and then it's got a 90-degree rotation in the same direction when you pull it out. And that way it'll tell you you're actually in the cleaning position, and the upper will flip forward in that process. So now with it open, we'll install an upper and we'll show you how that works right quick. So if we were going to be doing an existing platform, this one's already kind of mocked up and built, ready to go. This will be more of your MILSPEC style. However, this one is brand new, so I haven't actually sit here and locked them together. Now, if you do run across one that is stamped right here and won't allow you to run the ring, go ahead and drop that off at a local qualified gunsmith, or drop it off or send it our direction. We're more than happy to change that for you. But if you don't have the tools capable to remove that, please leave that to the professionals so you don't damage your stock or your lower and any other parts of your firearm. So let's go ahead and kind of get that started. To remove that nut, you'll need one of these wrenches. I've got a mag block here in the vise, but just for the video, this is already kind of loose. So we'll slide this on just like normal. Now that that's cracked open just a little bit loose, you'll see everything here is all normal. You've already got your existing detent in the hole. So we'll keep screwing this to the rear. If you can see the little detent groove here, this is the relief that keeps this pin located into the stock. So you've got the recessed portion here where this is stamped down. It's actually meeting into the hole of the lower. You can take the whole stock. There may be a little thread lock on there, so you'll actually rotate the whole thing over just enough. If you don't have the set screw here, your spring is probably already popped out, so make sure you watch out for that as you're moving everything out of the way. Make sure you don't lose the spring of the detent. However, a new one is provided should that happen to fly out on you. But loosen the set screw. Watch out for the spring. It's all under pressure underneath here. So, and then you'll actually slide the spring out of the hole just far enough that you can get the detent to remove. So we'll slide the pin back out just like normal. We'll grab our rear pin here, slide it into the hole. Make sure we get the detent still inside. Add your spring. Being that we're using the set screw version, we need to shorten the spring just a little bit. Screw it down nice and flush, and you put it back together just like you took it apart. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn our stock to make sure that everything lines back up. We'll slide our ring forward into the rear of the receiver. Make sure everything's aligned as it needs to be. And now we'll screw our locking ring back up. So everything's locked up back in place. We'll put it back in our little mag vise. We'll grab our wrench and we'll tighten this back up to where it needs to be. And then everything should be back ready to install. So we'll see exactly which position this is. This is on our reload position. You'll see the grooves are on the bottom, so the flat surface is up. So it should spin forward and rotate just slightly as you pull it out. That's in our, like I said, in our cleaning position. So we'll go ahead and get ready to drop an upper on there and look, kind of demonstrate how it works for us. So close it just like normal. Now we've got everything locked down. Let's go ahead and trade this over to a reloading or a safety position so that we actually retain the upper and don't allow it to lean forward. So we'll go ahead and spin it 180 degrees, and now we're ready to go. So we would be cycling the bolt forward, coming over the top, pull the rear pin, the actual little spring plunger and everything will actually let it pop up, close it back down, push the pin in, and we're good to go. If you have any questions, feel free to give us a call.